there comes a moment in everyone's life when things just don't make sense. You lose someone you love. You fail at something you worked so hard for. You're rejected, betrayed, or left standing in the dark, wondering, why me? Why now? Why is this happening? Oprah Winfrey has been in that place many times. She grew up in poverty, endured trauma, faced rejection in her career, and battled moments of loneliness and despair. By all accounts, the odds were against her, but Oprah didn't stop at asking, why me? She shifted the question. Instead, she asked, what is this moment here to teach me? And that one shift in perspective became the foundation of her philosophy. For Oprah, there are no coincidences, no wasted moments, no random chapters. She believes everything happens for a reason. Every joy, every heartbreak, every mistake, and every triumph is preparing you for something greater. And once you begin to see life this way, the world changes. Suddenly, pain is not just pain, it's growth. Failure is not the end, it's redirection. And obstacles are not roadblocks, they're stepping stones. As a young girl, Oprah faced unimaginable struggles, poverty, abuse, and rejection. At the time, it must have felt like the universe was against her. But years later, she realized those very wounds became her greatest source of strength because she knew suffering. She could empathize deeply with others because she understood pain. She could sit across from millions of people and make them feel seen and heard. When Oprah was fired from her first job as a television reporter, she thought it was the end of her dream. But in reality, it was a redirection. That failure led her to the world of talk shows, where she discovered her true calling. Looking back, she once said, there are no mistakes. Every single thing that has happened in your life is preparing you for the moment that is to come. Think about that in your own life. Maybe that heartbreak wasn't just a loss. It was a lesson in self-worth. Maybe that failure wasn't punishment. It was protection, steering you away from the wrong path. Maybe the people who left you only created the space for the right ones to arrive. Oprah believes life is always speaking to you, always guiding you, always shaping you. The key is whether you choose to trust it or resist it. So how do we live this truth in our own lives? Oprah reminds us, life is always happening for you, not to you. That means even when you can't understand the why right now, there is a why. Even if you don't see the reason today, trust that one day you'll look back and realize it was all part of the plan. She says, every single event in life is an opportunity to choose love over fear, growth over pain, and wisdom over resentment. And maybe that's the real secret. The reason things happen isn't always obvious, but the meaning reveals itself when we're ready to receive it. So the next time life doesn't go your way, remember Oprah's truth. That setback might just be setting you up. That wound might be turning into wisdom. That ending might be the beginning of something far greater than you imagined. Because in the end, her philosophy is not about blind optimism. It's about trust, trusting that your story, with all its twists and turns, is unfolding exactly as it should. Everything happens for a reason, and once you believe that, you stop fighting life and you start flowing with it.